Hello, my chickadees! How's everybody doing? We're gonna get started in just a minute. I'm making sure I can get the chat pulled up. I was a bit delayed by a kitty wanting some last second snuggles. Like, literally, he was up here in my face and he wouldn't leave unless he got some snuggles. Alrighty. I just gotta get the chat pulled up and then we'll be all good to go. How are y'all doing today? Here, Whee! Okay. Hi. Hi. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't stream last week. You know, things just happen sometimes, so we're gonna make up for it this week. Figure we can dive back into Be My Loyal Subject, because we were having such a blast with it last time we played it. And it's just taking a bit to load. So what have you guys been up to? Anything interesting? Halfway there. Alrighty then, I think we're gonna go ahead and start. Be My Loyal Subject, for those of you that didn't check it out with us last time, is about a prince that just became a king because his dad died. And man, he's a little evil dude. I said I made that a little nicer because he can be downright rude little bastard. But anyway, he is now king, and so we're navigating everything to see if we can make him be a good ruler or, I guess, a bad ruler. And he's running into guys that he's like, I must have him. Alright, let's see. There he is. There's our royal bastard. Oh dear. Alright, let me know if like the audio is too low or too high for you guys, and I'll try to adjust it if you guys have any issues. But yep, there we are. Alright, let's see, where did we leave off? I guess here. I only did one save. Oh yeah, we snuck outside with like our what's he called? It kind of helps us in like the throne room and everything. I totally forgot his name. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. Yes, because unlike during the day, you do not need to watch over the estate whilst everyone sleeps. Now, you are free from your duties to come and follow me around. Steward Hans. Okay, that's his name. If I may ask, why do you want to come here, my liege? I like to visit the town often during the day to see how the commoners fare. AKA, see if we can round up any more people to work for us. And at night, I like to see how the always bustling streets turn quiet. When I am on the road like this, I wonder, what if I was not born a prince? What if I was born a common peasant? Growing up, would I run around and play with the children? Would I choose to work in a castle, or would I pick another profession? Did you ever play with the children while you were growing up, my liege? No, a prince is always busy. A prince has to be educated in every possible subject. A prince has to train to fight like a knight. There was no time for me to play. Did you loathe that life? Not at all. I have always found it necessary to attempt my very best at everything I do because I wanted to become a king ever since. And I'm glad you did become king, my liege. You have proven yourself to be an excellent ruler, even at a young age. There we go. I truly look up to you. When I'm by your side, I feel as though I'm standing next to a large flame. A flame that burns brightly to give warmth and light to our kingdom. A flame that burns with passion. I mean, he's burning with some passion. I'm sure you're going to find out sooner or later, buddy. You're well versed in your praises, Lord Steward. I only speak what's on my mind. While on our stroll, I can feel the steward passing nervous glances at me. My liege? Yes, Lord Steward. You said you come here often, so have you ever brought anyone else with you? No, never, for I like to travel alone. But it's dangerous for a man in your position to walk around without a guard. That's why I brought you with me on this night. I am no guard, but you shall protect me, correct? Even if I alone may not be sufficient. Oh, this is... I already got their voices mixed up. We're doing lovely so far. Even if I alone may not be sufficient, I shall try my best for you, my liege. My body is yours. Boy. Watch how you say that, bud. Good. That is why you are my first and only companion to have ever joined me to roam around the kingdom. For whatever reason, I felt strangely at peace when I am with you. Oh, he blushing. Suddenly, the steward stops in his tracks and making me do the same. My liege, if you treat me like I'm special, more special than any of your other followers, you might do something to my heart. How so? I am only human. Your words, your actions, they will affect any man or woman greatly. What if I were to start catching feelings for you, my liege? That would be beneficial for me. I cannot say that is for the future to decide. Return. I totally forgot how to save the game. Options. There we go. Oh yeah, we weren't saving it all last time. We were just diving in. That would be beneficial for me. I cannot say that is for the future to decide. I think... What was it? What if I were to start catching feelings for you, my liege? If we say that's beneficial for me, it might sound like we're wanting to have his feelings on our side to play with him. And I cannot say that is for the future to decide. That could be that we wouldn't know how to handle him, or we might actually go in a bad direction. I don't know. We're gonna go with this one. If that were to become true, you would never betray me then. If your heart is mine, I will have your loyalty forever. That would make you the best servant. Was that wrong? The steward purses his lips as he nods his head. Was that wrong? Are you excited for the banquet, my liege? It is nothing of importance. I have never been one to be excited to partake in such events. I wonder if you'll find a suitor there. I wonder as well. Do you fancy any of the dukes or duchesses in this kingdom, my liege? My preference is not something you should concern yourself with. Oh, forgive me. It's not my place to ask. I pass a glance at the steward and watch him brood. That sad face, those pouty lips. Why is it hard for my eyes to look away from this man? Why do I feel guilty that I made him this way? Lord Stewards, I will say to you that I fancy you more than all the nobles. I am very pleased to hear that, my liege. The sorrow on his face leaves as quickly as the passing time. Is it wrong to feel happy to see my servant smiling so brightly? Why does it please me to be spending time with him? Lord Steward, you're wrong about one thing. I am not the flame, for it is you who is the flame that is beginning to melt the ice within my cold heart. Hey, we're in chapter 4. I have no clue how many chapters there are. Okay, I was checking something really quick. On the way to the grand chamber, I see Lord Hans standing right in front of my father's chamber. May I ask why you are standing idly, Lord Steward? Oh, my liege, I wish to clean King Aglas's chamber. Even if he is in heaven, I would like to keep his room proper and immaculate. But I cannot, since it appears as though the door is locked. Did the chambermaid not inform me that I ordered my father's room to not be touched by any servant? Oh, I had not yet heard. Did you perhaps lock the door, my liege? Yes, I have. May I ask the reason why? The skies were dark while father took his last breath. Something that does not feel quite right about his passing. But enough questions. Head to the Grand Hall at once. I shall meet you there soon after. Yes, my liege. Once the steward is out of sight, I unlock the door before entering the chamber. The last time I stepped inside this very room was the day father had passed away. And today I felt compelled to come inside. The room is very odd, to say the least, because it makes my mind wander. Did father pass on because of natural causes? Or was it perhaps something else? I've yet to search for clues, which is why I barred every servant from entering this chamber. I can trust no one within these castle walls. Ever since my coronation, I have been occupied with my kingly duties and consumed with power so much that I've forgotten about this room. But now that it is in the center of my attention yet again, I have to begin my search. Only when I make sure that father's death was truly of natural causes will I feel at ease. Oh! Oh! Through the gap between the table and the wall, I see some dried leaves. After digging them out, I take a closer look at the plants. The dryness makes it hard for me to make out what kind of flowers they are, but I'm still able to see their discernible features. Well educated in many subjects, including botany, I realize what these flowers are. Wolfbane and Nightshade? He was straight up poisoned. They have medicinal properties to treat certain illnesses, but they can also be poisonous. Did the royal physicians give these to my father? It is very likely the father consumed a large amount, for he would want to feel healthy as best he can. Okay. This golden goblet. Father used to drink ale from this very cup every night. I wonder if it would be easy to slip poison in his drink. Father's journey. Feels quite wrong to be looking through his secretive notes, but I hope he forgives me from heaven. Note, I met the lovely Duchess of... Next page. I consummated with the... I skipped through the pages until he was no longer writing about his nightly activities. A sentence catches my attention as I stop to read the rest of the page. My heart is beating very loudly. At first, I assumed it was due to my infatuation with the Duchess, but I may be wrong. The faster my heart beats, the more it hurts my chest. I have not been able to see properly ever since the sun has risen. Next page. My body feels very weak. Sometimes my limbs tremble without my will. Hey, Okapi Flower! Welcome in! Hello, how are you today? By the way, if you were a princess on this game and could date one of the four... Well, we are. We're a king, and we're gonna be able to date them. Maybe. I don't know how it plays out. But, I like the monk a lot. Or the priest. What about you? Which one's your favorite? I feel cold even when the sun is blessing me with its warmth. Have I perhaps caught a fever? I was told I am getting better, but I know my own body. I feel that my health is worsening. Next page. It is getting harder to stay awake and breathe. It is hard for me to write down my thoughts, for my hands feel no strength. Last night I had a dream about an angel coming to take my hand. Maybe it is a sign that I do not have much longer to live. How I wish that I made better use of my time before I'd fallen ill. Why must I be punished with this sickness? Have I done the land wrong? Perhaps I have. Hello, Ohilia! Welcome in! Don't be mad, I forgot all the love interests. No, of course not! It's understandable, it's been like 2 weeks. There's a knight, a steward, a priest, and a merchant. If I cannot get any better, it is time I pass on my crown to one of my sons. I shall give my throne to young Ulric. Yes, I can see him as a strong king. The nation shall bode well. My only wish is for dear Ulric to not follow my fate and escape this cursed illness. After that sentence, there was no more entries in the journal. What father had written down portrayed as I had remembered. Days before he was on his deathbed, he was as fine as a fiddle. I wonder how his health could worsen so quickly. Don't worry, that angel wasn't come for you. You're going to purgatory at best. Oh. Someone poisoned him, he took too much medicine, he died of natural causes. Well, he was really fit, and then suddenly he started having, like, tremors, and his heart was pounding hard, and he was having trouble seeing. And they were feeding him nightshade and wolfsbane, which in low doses is a medicine, but he might have took a lot. I don't think it's natural causes. I think he took too much medicine or someone poisoned him. But if he started feeling... Oh man, I don't know. Maybe someone poisoned him? What do you guys think? Probably too much medicine. I mean, yeah, like too much of the medicine would be bad and end up killing him. But why did was he fit as a fiddle and then he start having problems? But we did say he probably would take too much. Let's just say he took too. Knowing my father, it's possible that his greed to cure himself faster got the best of him. Planet's like, I don't know. I mean, strong. That's fine, Planet. We don't know either. We're guessing. Knowing my father, it's possible that his greed to cure himself faster got the best of him. I will have to ask Lord Steward Hans more about this matter. After looking around my father's chamber, I headed straight for the Grand Hall. Lord Steward, here's one of the love interests. Yes, my liege. What can you tell me about my father's conditions before he passed away? It is as I've told you before. His Grace, King of Glass, was suddenly struck with a misfortune and poor health, causing his heart and body to be weakened within a few days. That sounds like poisoning. As for medicine, did he take any? Yes, given by the royal physician himself. Why is my mouth so dry? I do not know. In the physician's own words, there was nothing that could be done to save his Grace's life. Is that so? I close my eyes as I ponder about the steward's steward's words. It appears I will have to accept this answer for now. Are you sad, my liege? My mother once told me that the land would be unhappy and bring famine if the king is unhappy. That is quite the tale. Then, do you ask of me to be joyous at all times? Then, do you ask of me to be joyous at all times, Lord Stewards? Not at all. I, for one, know that even royals are sorrowful on some days. I am not in sorrow, but in deep thought. Nonetheless, there is a frown on your face. When is there not a frown on his face? It's either a frown or a smirk of mischief. If I may, I would like to make you smile, my liege. How so? I've arranged something special for you. Yesterday, when the jester from Ulric appeared before you, you seemed to be quite entertained. I was. That is why I've called in a fool to perform for you. Before any words can come out of my mouth, the door burst open, revealing an ever so unsightly jester. Another day, another fool. Why must I be struck with this misfortune once more? The jester waddles towards me like a duck. No, even a duck would be more entertaining than this man. Just from the sight alone, how I wish to behead him. I am not looking forward to this performance of his. My lord, why the downy face? You look as though your entire cavalry has been defeated by the enemy. You look as though your father has just passed. Oh, but he did. Dude. Dude. The more your lips stay upside down, the more you shall end up with a face as old and weary as King of Glass on his deathbed. I see there is only one charming man in the royal family, and it's none other than Prince Barthol. Continue to speak of my face, and I will behead you. Fools. The few peasants who are free to mock nobles with barely any consequences. I'll never understand why they're given such power. Whoops. I'm getting sadist vibes from our 18-year-old king. Yeah, he definitely is. He's a bit of a sadist. Oh, man. He's kind of mellowed a little bit. The jester trips on his own feet before tumbling to the floor. Beside me, the merry steward claps at this unsightly act. Did you enjoy this, Lord Steward? But I Not I, but this tumbling act is favored by his grace, Lord King of Glass. He would go as far as to summon this court jester to stumble so he could get a good laugh. Is that so? Father is strange to find enjoyment in this. Does this jester's act not make you laugh, my liege? To be entertained by a fool, Lord Steward, do I seem like a lunatic to you? Get this jester out of my sight. I do not wish to see any more fools. As you wish, my liege. After getting the jester out of the room, the steward kneels before me with his head lowered. Please forgive me, my liege. I did not know that you loathed jesters. Had I had been aware, I never would have summoned him. I did not mean to upset you. My only wish was to make you feel happy. You wish to entertain me. Yes, my liege. Then come here. Steadily, the steward walks up to the throne. Once he is close enough, I grab his face before pulling him closer to me. You are enough to keep me entertained, Lord Steward. But I am no jester, nor do I have the skill and wits to be one. That does not matter. The only thing in my mind is how much it pleases me to look at your face. You're a fine man, and your loyalty for me makes you even more charming. Pardon? The steward stumbles on his words as his cheeks turn even more red. As always, his expression is a delight to my eyes. When I had my fun, I let go of my hold on the steward. Will anyone else be meeting me today? No, not for today. Then I shall take my leave for a short while. Handle all the affairs while I'm away, Lord Steward. Wait, where might you be heading, my liege? Life was so hard before the internet. I feel like he's going to make the steward do something. I mean, I thought he was too. Remember he made him kiss his boot last time? Without responding to the steward, I head back to my chamber to change my attire. Now then, it is time to see the people in my kingdom. What could they be saying about me? Can we go everywhere, or do we have to pick one? Merchant Guild, the street, chapel, training grounds. The knight's gonna be at the training grounds, the priest is gonna be at the chapel, and the merchant's gonna be at the merchant place, I guess. I'm so happy seeing the tax-free bed. Let's go to see the chapel. In the chapel stands the lonely clergyman who seems to be writing on a piece of parchment. When he notices my arrival, he puts his quill pen down. Lord Bishop, I have come to visit you, as I said before. Bishop Luther. I had forgotten his name. Your Majesty, Mass was held this morning. Currently, there is nothing of importance taking place. Then may I stay in this chapel with you? I would like to know more about you, Lord Bishop. Surely a king such as yourself must be occupied with royal duties. Would it not bore a man like you to sit idly in this chapel? Or do kings have nothing better to do all day? It appears you are more forward and harsh with your words since I last met you. It is because I do not fear you, your Majesty. I remembered a passage from the Holy Scriptures that tell me to fear no mortal man. So now, I understand that I shall accept my faith for whatever it may be. Even if you are my king, you are not my lord, for mine is the heaven above. Even if you do execute me, it is a fate that I shall accept. You will not make me fear you. Interesting. I see you like the guys that cover one eye all mysteriously. You always pick them. Well. Man, you have me pegged pretty well there. I mean, look at Sparrow. It's mysterious. It's awesome and mysterious. I like it. I didn't even realize. Good eye. Good eye. Yeah, I can't help it. Long-haired guys, feminine-looking guys, guys that are, like, have a part of their face covered, piercings, you know. In an attempt to provoke him, I slide my finger across his throat, which makes the bishop flinch from the touch. Ah. You say do not fear me, and yet you tremble. You are mistaken, your majesty. It was not fear that I had felt. My skin is unlike that of common people. It feels more feelings as opposed to everyone else. So you possess the body of a harlot? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Do not jest, your majesty. I am a man of the Lord. You can be a man of the Lord and still spread your legs. I'm sorry. What I was trying to say, that I was quite... The bishop suddenly grows quiet before he quickly clears his throat. In any case, be careful what you say, your majesty. Your crude words might anger the Lord above. He may send this nation into peril if he is displeased with you. I can smell the BDSM from here. I mean, that would be an option. You may be the ruler of this kingdom, but you are not the ruler of the heavens. Then, since my words have been crude, will you cleanse my sin, Reverend Luther? Forgive me for what I have said. I feel as though you're not sincere. But I am. I hear from rumors that you are a non-believer, your majesty. I am a believer when I am in the time of peril. That is not good enough. You should be a believer at all times. Then you should attempt to convert me, Lord Bishop. Make me believe in what you believe. You are not a common man. For me to convince the king is a bit... Are you about to forfeit without even trying? No. The bishop grows quiet as he stares at me with his face scrunched. I shall attempt my best. Please visit this chapel often, your majesty. I shall convince you into becoming a believer. I understand, Reverend Luther. Even without his request, I had already planned on visiting the bishop yet again. His Grace, King Iglas, was a believer. Was he? He funded the church greatly. It was during his reign that he established the royal cathedral. Yet my father was not completely free of sin. Of course, one would still be tempted to sin regardless of their beliefs. Even us from the clergy. Do you think about sin often? How sinful are the other members of the clergy? Oh. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys vote. Hang on. There you go, you guys can vote. Do we say, do you think about sin often? Or, how sinful are the other members of your clergy? Oh dear. All these dudes have to say is, you're too young for this, and let that sink in. My boy is freshly 18, acting like he has experience. I mean, this was in the old time. Maybe he does have experience. Alright, we'll let it go for a few more seconds. So if you guys want to vote, be proud of me. I'm finally using polls again. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. Ah, nope. In poll. And alright. Do you think about sin often? Not often. The only sin I have yet to defeat is envy. Hello, Cosma? Hello, welcome in, Cosma Sylvia? I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Oh, you voted for one too. Excellent. Thank you for your vote. I mean, I'm religious and and 30% of what I read is BL. I mean, I think it's fine as long as you're solid in your beliefs. I don't see the problem. Envy is a great sin, and yet it consumes me every day. What are you envious about, buddy? The grim expression on his face leaves as his eyes slowly widen. Forgive me for running my mouth, like a fool in front of your majesty. No, in fact, I wish to hear you speak more. It pleases me to hear your voice. Reverend Luther, it is quite melodic for my for my ears, more so than a lute. Perhaps if I were to hear you preach, I might become a believer in an instant. Take me to church, I'll worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. Then shall I read you a passage from the Holy Scriptures? Maybe some other day. I feel as though you do not come to this chapel to learn about religion. Yes, I come from this chapel to learn about you. Oh, but he's blushing. You are a strange man, your majesty. Since I cannot spend all day here, I'll leave the chapel soon after. Yay, we can go to other places. Okay, sorry, I didn't go see my boy. He's cute. Alright, hang on. Yeah. Okay, that's much better. That's much better. Just moving stuff around here. There we go, better. The training grounds. Alright, we'll go see the our knight. He should be here because we recruited him. Within the vast training grounds, various soldiers of different positions train with one another. There he is. A familiar knight with a large scar across his face catches my attention and I approach him. Hail, Sir Siegfried. After hearing my voice, the knight immediately stops attacking the straw dummy as he withdraws his sword. Then he turns to me and salutes. My lord. Woo! So we've already seen 3 out of the 4 love interest so far this stream. Look at like little beams of sunshine just coming down and hitting him like, oh. How does it feel to be a knight under the king himself? Does it differ from serving the duke? Greatly. I was given a manor, but I do require one when I live in this castle. Of course, a man of high-ranking status needs such a place to own. I totally forgot what voice I gave him. The others I kind of remember, but I don't remember the voice for him. Was it a deeper one? I had also received a sword that no longer has rust, a sword that no longer has stains that make me remember the lives of the men I have taken. Do you ever regret taking their lives? Oh, hell yeah! How does it feel not to be able to drink, Your Majesty? Oh, no. I mean, might be able to. No, for it is my duty as a knight to fight whoever I serve. Fight for whoever I serve. Good. What else is different? I learned poetry since I was told to recite it. But poetry does not excite me. The look of disdain in his eyes as he talks about poetry caused me to smirk as I attempt my very best to hold in a cackle. I wish to hear you recite a poem. Oh, you're just straight up torturing the boy now, aren't you? Then I shall for you, my lord. I could see the agony on his face as his brows furrow. As much as he hates poetry, he still listens to my request. How obedient. Of every kind of tree, the hawthorn blossoms the saltiest, the sweetest. Oh, he's blushing! From the mistake. A blush rises from the knight's cheeks, yet he still maintains a calm demeanor. Forgive me for my mistake, my lord. I shall recite it properly next time. That's enough. I wish to hear no more. Reciting poetry is not needed to be a good knight, so you do not have to acquire that skill. Then why do the other knights in the royal army learn poetry? To impress the beautiful maidens and lads. I suppose you could learn poetry if that, too, is your goal. It is not. I do not require a suitor to be by my side when I have my sword. I do not need to please another person when I have my king to serve. Hearing the chivalrous words, I clap my hands to show my gratitude. Very well said, Sir Siegfried. Those are very powerful words to say to the king whom you despise. But I do not despise you, my lord. Have you not told me that you loathe nobles? You may be noble, but you are not like the Duke of Fairmont or the other wealthy noblemen. Often in the taverns, servants would gossip about how their lords mistreat them. But here, none of the castle servants have spoken ill about you, apart from your arrogance, my lord. I cannot live in this world. I have too many things to say. My head would be on 50 spikes. So you couldn't hold your tongue back, right? I mean, I'd probably be right there with you. Oh, I'm glad we're born in this era. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would not be born in this era if someone paid me. No. Like with the lack of medicine, the lack of hygiene, all that. No, I'm good. I'm good in this generation. Thank you. You say your threats, but you do not harm your people. As for the Duke of Fairmont, he would always resort to brute force with his maids whenever they made a small mistake. Would you like to know why I differ from the other noblemen, Sir Siegfried? Why? Because I'm not foolish, because I am the king. It's probably because I'm not foolish, because he thinks he's a pretty smart boy. There you go, just to keep you guys interacting. I got a poll up. Because I am not foolish, or because I am the king. This is definitely like medieval music. Alright. Gonna let the poll go on for a few more seconds. I finished watching an anime called To Your Eternity, and he looks exactly like one of the knights, just has more melon. Yeah. I love To Your Eternity. I actually haven't finished the anime. But I really loved it. Oh my gosh, that poor baby. I didn't finish it. I need to finish it, but I stopped. Alright. 3. Anybody? Okay, looks like we got a 50-50 going on, guys. Alright, we're gonna end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think it was a 50-50. For some reason, it is not popping up on my screen now. Alright, I see how you're doing, poll. I see how you're doing. Yeah. Alright, I think it was 50-50. So, that means I get to pick. Because I am not foolish. The nobles that you speak of hurt their servants out of anger. As for me, I do not carry anger, but I do not show it. Oh, there it is. It popped up now. My head hurt at the last episodes. My father was tired with all the new stuff she acquired. Well, I haven't seen the last episode, so no spoilers, please. I need to finish it. As for me, I do carry anger, but I do not show it. Only a lunatic fool would be barbaric enough to fall mindlessly into sins such as wrath. I see. I think you are like me, Sir Siegfried. You seem like a man who does not possess anger. You're mistaken, my lord. We are different. You do not show anger because you have control. But I do not show anger because I'm not allowed to. Due to the code of chivalry, yes. To follow it so strictly, you are a great knight. Others are more lenient with the code, but that is what sets you apart from them. From the start, I had known that you were unlike the rest. You're special. You are a fine man, Sir Siegfried. You are too kind with your words, my lord. The knight lowers his head, but I am able to catch the blush on his face. Alright, let's go to the Merchant Guild. Merchants, they are neither nobles nor peasants. They do not serve the lord, for they are just sellers. Which is why I have to keep an eye on them. Oh, there's our merchant boy. I see a familiar-looking trader talking to others who are in the same profession as him. When our eyes meet, his eyes light up in an instant. You're great! I quickly slap a hand over his mouth to prevent him from speaking any further. Do not reveal who I am to anyone, not even your closest friends. After nodding to my command, the merchant takes me to a more secluded area of the guild. He then tips my hat to formally greet me. It is a pleasure to be graced by your presence again. Talking to the king, once feels like a dream, but twice feels even more outlandish. Perhaps I really am dreaming. I could bring you to the gallows to help you wake. I'd rather not. So, what brings you to the guild, your grace? Are you perhaps looking to buy my goods? With greed in his eyes, Merchant Gerard lays down a bunch of quality fabric on the table. I pick up one of the pieces and look at it closely. The material is very much to my liking. Well, since you're a special, the cost will triple the price. Are you not supposed to give me a lesser price if I'm special? But you are a wealthy royal, your grace. Surely you have an abundance of gold to spare. Not gold, but I will spare your head if you lessen the prices. It appears that the king is a miser. Pardon? Did you say you wish to be executed, Merchant Gerard? You are unjust, your grace. They say the wealthy are easy to deceive, but you are as sly as a fox. Thank the heavens the other noblemen are not as clever as you, for that would leave me out in the cold streets with no money. It is not I who is clever, for it is you who is honest with your fraudulent attempts. But he doesn't take tax money, so he's broke. Oh, man. This merchant just wants money, okay? He's like, please? Money? Money, 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 please? He's pretty dang bold, I'll give him that. The pout on his face causes me to burst into fits of laughter. After selecting a fabric I like, I pass a handful of gold coins to the merchant. This is 8, 9, no, 10 times the price I had requested. Think of it as my gratitude for making me laugh. Oh, we paid him 10 times the amount. That is nice. Because he's like 3 times the amount, and we're just like, oh, you made me laugh. Here you go. I mean, same. Rent is expensive. Life is expensive. Very expensive. So, that's nice, though. Look at our little arrogant king. He actually gave him extra money. I mean, he is arrogant, but he's not exactly a miser. And he doesn't, like, greedily hold all his coins, so... Hey, we gave you a little extra. Do you want to, come home with us? Your Grace, I was mistaken. You're not a miser at all. Of course. In fact, you're an unwise spender. Why do you give away gold so easily? Boy, you have been begging us for money to give you extra money, and now you're just like, why did you give me so much? Is money not what you want from me? And like I said, those coins are a gift for entertaining me. Then, if I were to make you smile again, would you give me more money? Merchant Gerald, do you see as me a king or a treasure chest filled with gold coins? I think he sees you as the treasure chest. Can it not be both? The honest answer from him makes me laugh yet again. Hearing this, the merchant holds his hand out. He's like, I made you laugh. Where's my knee? What might you be doing, Merchant Gerard? You laughed because of me. Therefore, am I to earn more coins from you, correct? I will cut off your whole arm if you do not take away your hand. I jest, your grace. Now filled with dread, the trader quickly pulls his hand behind his back. Oh man, I think it would have been funny. I would have liked it if he would have like placed 1 gold coin in his palm for that. That would have been great. I say we hire him as a jester. How about that? Your Grace, am I the only merchant who you're purchasing goods from? There are plenty more traders in this guild with marvelous products which I do not possess. Well, I often receive fine products from merchants across the kingdom. They come to the castle and only present the very best gifts in order to earn the king's favor. So we got a facetious prince, an innocent but brutal knight, and a sugar baby merchant. Yep. You forgot the steward. The goody two-shoes steward. Sugar baby merchant, yeah. I like the merchant's attitude. I think attitude-wise, I like the merchant the best. Okay, hang on. Do. Oh, you mean the doormat steward? I forgot he existed after all who remembers doormats. Oh, that's brutal. As for this guild, for all I know, the goods from the traders here could be a forgery, for it is being sold to commoners. Then why purchase? Why purchase from me, your majesty? Because you have an honest tongue, because I have money to spare. I like the first one. I like the first one a lot. But I'm trying to be nice and letting you guys vote too. I really like the first one. There you go. Because he does like how honest he is with him. Because he just like, yeah, I want money. Like, well... You didn't need to put up a poll, but okay, I have 30 seconds to spare. Okay. I just want to get you guys to feel like you're participating. Honestly, I forget to do polls most of the time, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you guys help here. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Because you have an honest tongue. If your goods are counterfeits, then I feel as though you would tell me. You have a lot of trust in me, your grace. Not at all. Though I do appreciate your honesty. In this day and age, there are fewer men who speak from their minds. Then, may I say a thought that is drifting into my mind at the moment? Go ahead. Whenever you call out my name, I can feel my heart beating faster, your grace. Surprised as I may be by his bold words, I cannot help but smile. You truly are a delight to speak to, Merchant Gerard. Then, will you bless me with your presence yet again, your grace? If the opportunity arises. With the fabric I have purchased in hand, I leave the Merchant's Guild. Oh, we can go all 4 places. We're going to the street. Hang on. Menu. Morale. Here's what our morale stands for. Which, technically, I think it just leans towards one person or another. And the last time we... as you can tell, our religion is kind of low. Which, that is the, let's see. So, this would be the steward. This would be the, priest. Or the bishop. This would be the knight. And this would be the merchant. So, that's how our points are going so far. Out in the streets where the commoners roam, I make sure to stay hidden as I walk amongst the people, to hear if they have anything interesting to say. Have you heard? The royal banquet is being held soon. How I wish I was invited. It is a shame, but only nobles can go. I hear that the king is searching for a suitor. Oh, I would love for the young king to ask for my hand in marriage. For the king to fancy a peasant. Only one can dream. Is that what the commoners talk about? Yep. It's because you weren't sinful enough. Okay. Yeah, everybody's just interested in seeing if they can become a prince or princess by marrying you, or king or queen by marrying you. I'd like to hear what they think about me as a king and not my potential love affairs. Well, that was short. He's like, nah, I'm done. Catching me in the hallway, the steward runs up to me. My liege, did you perhaps travel to the town by yourself again? Indeed I did. If not the guards, please bring me with you next time. That will not be possible, Lord Steward. During the day, the castle needs to be tended to. While I'm away, who else but you shall look after the castle? I can be absent often because I trust you to look after everything, Lord Steward. Your trust. The grin on the steward's face spreads from ear to ear as he nods happily. Okay, we're in chapter 5 now. Girl, he has a doormat at home. He doesn't need you. Oh. As I make my way to the grand hall, I hear a roar not far from where I stand. Raising one's voice in the royal palace is a punishable act. Do they have no respect? Concealing myself behind a wall, I listen in to find out who is causing a ruckus. A duke! It's insane that people used to actually spread rumors through the mouth instead of just tweeting it. I know, right? You gotta be careful about that grapevine, though. It turns into a game of telephone and everything gets, like, warped out of perspective. My visit to the king pains me greatly. If only our ruler is someone as mighty as his Royal Highness Prince Barthel. Okay, boy, you're already barking up the wrong tree. But now I have to kneel before a mere child. How'd you like to kneel to have your head taken away from your body, My lord, his servant his majesty is no child. He has proven to be wiser than you and I. Maybe so, but I cannot stand his arrogance. During the coronation, I could not bear myself to look at the king, for he had a pompous smirk on his face. How incredibly vain can one be? Please calm yourself, my lord. We're in the royal palace. His majesty might appear and hear us at any second. I see that the Duke of Dregan is in my castle. Dukes. They are considered the king's most loyal and powerful subjects. But I do not agree. They hold no power. Yes. But for them to offer their loyalty in exchange for the title of Duke in a land? Pathetic. Loyalty that has been bought will never be true loyalty. From the other kingdoms, I have heard of dukes who became more powerful than their kings. How can these noblemen be loyal when they slobber after the throne like a hunting dog who sees his catch? After waiting for quite some time, I approached the nobleman and his servant. Hail, Duke of Dregan. Your Majesty. I saw BL. Hello, natural foe. Welcome in. Yes, this is a BL game. We are playing as this little arrogant boy in the corner here. He was a prince and he became a king because his father passed away. And he has 4 potential love interests. So we're just bouncing around and flirting with all of them. Don't worry. This man right here, the Duke, is not a love interest. My unexpected appearance startles the 2 men before they proceed to bow their heads. A long journey from your country to the palace, is it not? So, what brings you here? Except to slander my name and my castle, of course. We have received an invitation to the royal banquet. We have also heard from our messenger that His Majesty is seeking a suitor. Yes, and... Well, look no further, because my daughter would be the perfect suitor for you. Not only is she elegant and polite, but she is the most lovely lass of this entire kingdom. And then you would get more power and, rights, being, the father-in-law to the king, wouldn't you? I see what's going on. Dad died, time to kiss, man. Brad is better suited for this kid. Well, he is a brat. Yeah, pretty much. We have a knight, a merchant, a steward, and a bishop that we're walking around flirting with. Is she a man? Apparently not. So he's already barking up the wrong tree here. All the maidens are envious of her beauty. You too shall fall for her charms once you set your eyes on her. Interesting. Does that mean she has your interest, your majesty? It is not your daughter who interests me, but you, Duke of Dragon. You call me a child, and yet you wish to give your daughter to me. Does that not sound odd? So, you heard us. But you were mistaken, your majesty. Oh? How so? That was... What you heard was actually... I want to laugh at the Duke's poor attempt with his excuse. Even a disobedient child can lie better than him. Duke of Dragon, there is one thing that you should keep in your head at all times. You may be my father's loyal subject, but you are not mine. Upset me again, and I shall seize the very title and land that my father had given you. Remember that I am a king, not a prince. Consider yourself fortunate, for it is not often I give people a second chance. Yes, your majesty. Thank you for being merciful. Yeah, now, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the butt on the way out. Alright. Why are they acting like they don't see the walking doorman? Because he's well hidden, apparently. Without saying anything else, I walk past the Duke before heading to the Grand Hall. There he is. There's the steward. That's one of our love interests. Once inside, the steward did not greet me with a smile as per usual. Instead, his face appears as though tragedy has befallen him. My liege, there's trouble. Is the neighboring country invading our kingdom? No, but there's a horrible rumor spreading along the people regarding you, your majesty. What is there to be said about me? The people think you're a pawn for the kingdom of Ulric. Because you chose not to go to war after that disrespectful letter from the other day, people no longer hold you in high esteem. Hey, a man! I wonder what will happen next. Well, I don't know. We'll have to find out. This is my first playthrough of the game. And I have not hit like an ending or anything yet, so. And pray, tell me, why my decision would make me a pawn for the kingdom of Ulric? Rumors say that the reason you were lenient with the neighboring country after their disrespect was because you were infatuated with their princess. Everybody's trying to hook him up with their girl. They're barking up the wrong tree. This boy is so gay. The foolish rumor caused me to cackle, for it is so outlandish. It is my father who is infatuated with the young princess, not I. And yet, people claim that the country of Lavaris will be in ruins because their king is controlled by the princess of Ulric. Do the people of this kingdom have nothing to do except talk about such nonsense? Moreover, do they take me as a fool? How can I be infatuated with or controlled by a princess who I have never met? In that regard, I have never been to the kingdom of Ulric, for we do not have the best relations. I am unsure of how these rumors started, but we must dispel them since the people all around the kingdom are losing respect for you, my liege. Oh, I bet the freaking, like, jester we kicked out was telling people on the way. Because he's like, oh, my king's gonna be so happy for me. Why do I feel like one day he's gonna ask the steward to bark? I mean, that kingdom is full of Reddit users. Hey! Oh my gosh, that's what I just predicted. Perhaps the jester from Ulric had spread these rumors with ill intent. I should have beheaded him. What an annoyance. We're on the same page. Yeah, I bet the jester did it on his way out of the kingdom. Then let us deal with this rumor at once. Come, Lord Stewart. Where to, my liege? Do not speak, just follow me. The steward and I arrive in the hallway where I know the castle's servants would be. Noon keeps them busy as they move about to do their given task. May I ask, what are we to do here, my liege? To dispel that foul rumor, of course. Display your power or kiss the steward. A great way to dispel the rumor is to be gay. It is, because everybody keeps saying, oh, he's in love with this princess. Oh, he's gonna love this princess. And just like freaking kiss a guy straight in front of him. I kissed a guy just to try it. Alright. I know. I wonder what display your power would be, though. Okay, a poll's just up. I know what we're gonna choose, but I want to let, natural foe be able to, participate. I knew it. I mean, I'm not even after him, but let's just do it. Yeah, like the morale. See, all these are even so far. Ah, no. I really wonder what display your power is, but Kiss the Steward is just too good. It's just too good. Alright, ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, let's kiss a boy. Kiss the stewards. We got art too. I grab the back of the steward's head before pulling him close until our lips meet. Gasps can be heard as the passing servants see us. They stare at us with their mouths wide open for a short while before quickly fleeing the scene. Like an illness, this news will spread just as quickly around the kingdom. Steward Hans, on the other hand, is as surprised by the kiss as those servants. The entire time he stands frozen with his eyes wide open, like a clueless, lost fawn. Once I feel as though enough time has passed, I slowly pull away from the stewards. That boy is red. I mean, I'm not even after him, but let's just do it. That'll do. You're dismissed. Pretty much. Why did you kiss me, my liege? Because we kissed you in front of all our servants, so that is the best way to get a rumor started. You kiss in front of the servants will tell other servants, and then they'll tell their family members and friends at the market, and then that is how you get the entire country to know what's going on, okay? Our king knows how this works. Your lips have met my hand and feet before, so this should be no different. But this is not the same. How so? For someone as noble and graceful as you, my liege, to be kissing my filthy lips, I am not worthy. You are wrong, Lord Stewart. You're not filthy at all. Didn't deny not being worthy. Start a new, better rumor. Yes. Well, look at it this way. Maybe everybody will be offering up their sons now to us. Your body is clean, and so is your heart. With a blush on his face, Stewart Hans uses his fingers to touch his lips. What will the other servants think after witnessing the king kissing his steward? The whole kingdom will surely gossip about us. That's the goal, my son. My lord, or not my son, he's not our son, but that's the goal, boy. Next thing you know, the kingdom is gonna say he's obsessed with their sons. Nothing is gonna change. He's a simp. And that is what I want. If I may ask, why is it that's what you desire, my liege? I wonder how a man such as my father, who had many concubines, does not does not lose respect among the people. Not just my father, but most kings who have sat on the throne before me have many lovers. And yet, this one rumor about a single woman and it displeases the public. And that was when I realized. The people respect father as a king because they see his authority. How can he be controlled if he has many women by his side? So, I have to prove the same. If I show that I have other lovers, especially one who is a servant and not a noble, then the people will not think that I am not a man who can easily be led by Princess of Ulric. I see. As for the rumors between you and I, let the people think however they want about us. I find it more charming than the one where the evil princess controls me. To dispel one rumor with another, a common man like me would never understand you, my liege. Does it upset you I've used you as a pawn? No, I am yours to serve. Use me however it pleases you, my lord liege. You might need to be careful with that phrase, buddy. At least then we'll have more bachelors. I mean, you're not wrong. My son, you're thinking about the priest, aren't you? Are you going to confess your sins to him? Maybe. Good. In the meanwhile, find the jester who has spread the false rumors about me. We must punish them to set an example to the people. There will be no lies and deceit within my kingdom, only the truth. Yes, my liege. I wonder, what could this wrongdoer possibly earn from speaking falsely about the king? Do they perhaps intend to make my people distrust me? Then it is a poor attempt. I am the king. I will not be brought down by some deceiving words. But I must watch my back. Lord Steward, do you suspect anyone to be after my crown? Maybe your brother? I do not know, my liege. Speaking of the devil, here comes one of them. I think this is the younger one, right? In the midst of our talk, my brother approaches me before bowing. Barthel. No, Barthel's the older one, right? I trust that you are fair, brother. Prince Barthel, what brings you before me? What else but to greet you, of course. I was on my way to the royal garden. I see. You look at me with eyes filled with suspicion, dear brother. Yes, because it appears that someone has been spreading a blasphemous rumor about me. Ah, I have heard. Outrageous, is it not? Do you know anything about this? Brother, could you be conspiring with a jester from Ulric to spread these false rumors? Me? That's absurd. Why would I slander our family's name by speaking ill of my brother? You think a royal... No, your older brother would stoop so low. Okay, so it is the older one. There's a sadist like you. They want to see you frustrated. Now that I think about it, royalty are just ancient influencers. If people don't follow them, no money. They have to keep their views up. I mean, you're sort of right on that point. Perhaps I've judged too quickly. Well, you have judged wrong. You must understand, brother. I've had a hard time trusting everyone, even my family, ever since I became king. But it appears as though you trust the head steward wholeheartedly. Did you just see us kiss him? Did you just see us kiss him? That's the question. Why would you slander your family with that haircut? This isn't Dragon Ball Z. Shh. He didn't get the memo. He didn't get the memo. He thinks he's the next Goku. But it is pure... Okay. Yes, he is proven to be loyal. As of now, he is the only man who I'd fully trust. I know it is no easy feat to gain my brother's trust, so I wonder how a man like him earned it so easily. He's like, I ain't talking. Could it be because he looks charming?
Well, I can see it. I'd be charmed by him as well. He is quite handsome for a servant. To me, his face matters not, but his heart. Prince Barthel then gazed at the steward with a smile on his face. Well then, I shall be on my way. After all, a king must be busy, so I shall not be keeping you. Farewell, dear brother. You're a little sus, buddy. And farewell to you as well, Lord Steward. Oh, he still didn't say anything. Even when Prince Barthel was no longer in sight, the steward kept his lips sealed. You had your head lowered the whole time when I was speaking to my brother. It seems as though you were attempting to avoid his eyes. Could your sudden shyness be due to your feelings towards my brother? What do you know about my feelings?
So there is feelings!
Oh no. Why do you seem so surprised? Is it because you love Prince Barthel? No, my liege. It is not love that I feel for the prince, my liege. It is fear. Whenever I see him, I wonder to myself, what if the day comes when it is not you who is on the throne, but Prince Barthel? I fear for the day I have to serve him, but not you, my liege. You do not have to worry, for he will never take my crown.
That hair is 90% the reason he isn't king. It's so him. He's not a love interest, but he has a full sprite. He has to be the villain.
Did the little one have a sprite too? The little brother? I don't remember. Have we even seen the little brother?
That is a BL trope.
It is. You're right. Well then, now that we have nothing to be concerned about, shall we head back to the Grand Hall? Yes, my liege. My liege, the people of the kingdom have come to seek your help.
Yay, we're doing this again.
Will you listen to their petitions? Bring them in. All right. Your Majesty, the army does not have sufficient funds. I propose we raise the tax among the common people for our soldiers to receive greater armory and training. So, no, I shall not increase the taxes. Will give us points for the steward. I support this proposition, gives us points to the knight.
No, he is not important. I mean, I guess he's just there to give us, like, for, like, a red herring, maybe. Because I don't think this stuff actually affects, like, our role as kingdom. This is just a way for us to, have points towards people. So I have a poll up. Number 1 is going to be points towards the steward. And number 2 is going to be points towards the knight. I'm after the knight, but I can't in goodwill raise the taxes. Oh, Hilly is such a good person. Oh, goodness. Like, look. We somehow got it completely, like, tied 3 ways last time we played. The church is way far down. One of these is gonna have to go ahead of the others, okay, guys? Alright, poll is going to close in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. No, I shall not increase the taxes.
Okay, my lord, there are too many non-believers in this kingdom. We must erect a law where only those who are religious shall be allowed to have high-ranking positions. That law does seem necessary. Let the non-believers work in peace.
I lean towards this one, personally, but that means the steward's getting more points than the clergyman.
Why do I have a feeling Ohilia is gonna go this one, right? Alright, there's you another one. Though I'm pretty sure what you guys are gonna do. What happened to free speech? I don't know. Alright. This is points for the clergyman, which says only religious people shall be allowed to have high-ranking positions. And this is points for the steward, which is let the non-believers work in peace. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, number 2. Why is the priest making it so hard to be loved? Okay, can I just hope for the merchant here? Your Grace, a few peasants have raided the merchant guild and stolen their goods. We must punish those thieves heavily to set an example to the people. Catch the thieves and bring them to the stocks. Let them go. The poor peasants must be so hungry that they resorted to thievery. Okay, I understand both, but I want this one. I want to give our merchant boy things. And also, they have raided and stolen it. Raided means they totally went in like they totally went in with the purpose of getting a lot of stuff. Stolen their goods. That's not like someone stole an apple. And the Merchants Guild, I mean, it didn't say anything about this being food. If it was food, I think it'd be different. But I'm voting for 1. But this is probably going to be the last one because they, I think it normally goes in 3s. Did you say? I think I read part of that. Alright, so 1 is votes for the merchant, and 2 is votes for the steward. The steward is winning. But I believe I'm with the steward or the merchant on this one. If it was food, it'd be understanding, but it's merchandise. Exactly. Exactly. It says those. It didn't say anything about food. It just said stolen their goods. And like, for instance, our merchant dude, he was selling fabric. It's like, hello, you can't eat fabric unless you are very determined. I meant to say food, but it said good. Alright, closing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright. Catch the thieves and bring them to the stocks. So yay! Now merchant and steward is tied. Had to check. The steward is representing us peasant. He is. Remember, he also was illegally teaching people to read and using soap. That is all the petitions, my liege. My eyes remained on the steward, who appears as though the sun has not shone on him for years. Pray tell, what is on your mind that is causing you to feel sorrow, Lord Steward? How I miss the jolly look on your face. Please forgive me, my liege. I cannot smile, for I am concerned. For what, Lord Steward? My liege, I still fear for you, even though you told me not to worry. I fear the days where I can stand by your side might be coming to an end. I fear to see another king on the throne instead of you. Why are you so worried? Dude, do you know stuff we don't? I do not wish to serve another ruler other than you, my liege. How I worry so for the uncertain future. Do not fret, Lord Steward. I cannot easily be defeated, for I shall fend for my crown with my life. I assure you before, and I'll assure you now, all shall be well. I know you're strong, I know you're mighty, but something in my heart does not bode well. Lord Steward, the more you speak, the more it feels as though you are cursing me with doom and demise. It's like, boy. Please forgive me, my liege. That was far from my intention. Then speak no more grim words, and think no more bleak thoughts.
What do you mean?
Look at that Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe it was referring to, he just looked really gloomy. Because he's definitely seen the sun. Look at that. The king is freaking paler than he is. Like, I would see him just being holed up doing studies, and that's why he doesn't have a tan. I want to pat his head and whisper, "Good wage slave," in his ear. There you go. There we go. We giving him a little pat. Then speak no more grim words, and think no more bleak thoughts. Look outside, Lord Steward, for it is bright. The land is happy, the skies are happy. Therefore you should be happy. You're right, my liege. I have no reason to feel sorrow. He says this, and yet there is a misery in his eyes. Chapter 6! How many chapters are there? Okay, I'm gonna take a break to go pee and get another drink. So you guys need to, like, do anything, like go grab a snack, go to the bathroom, take your medicine. Here's you a few minutes to do that. I'll be back lickety split, and then we can continue wooing some guys. Alright. Hello, my dears. I am back. I tripped over my cords and about died on camera, but I am back. Alright, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Just like an hour and 40 minutes. So we can stream for definitely at least 20 more minutes. Alright, give you guys a moment to get back. I really do need to do something about my cords. They got pretty messy there. Alright. Okay, headphones charged. Heck yeah! Perfect timing. Alright. The steward has a book in his hand as he flips through the worn pages. Wait, this is chapter 6, right? Yeah, chapter 6. Wait, I wonder if it says how many chapters there are? I don't think it does. I'm just curious at this point. Why am I loading up the itch.io? I have this one through Steam. Oh well. Let's see. It doesn't say how many chapters there are. It just says there is 50,000 words and 8 endings. Wow. Our goal is at least to get one ending. The steward has a book in his hand as he flips through the worn pages. Hail, Lord Steward Hans. How may I serve you, my liege? There's nothing that I need from you for now, but I am curious to know what you are reading. It is a tale as old as time, my liege. I read it so much that I can recite the whole story. Then why read it if you can recall all the details? Because it brings me great pleasure to read. And books are quite costly. This is the only book that's in my possession. Then why not visit the royal library? When you are free from your duties, you may read till your heart's content. I am but a peasant. Someone of my standing should not be allowed to step inside the royal library. Do not fret. As the king, I give you permission, Lord Stewart. We need to make him like a little library card. Be like, on behalf of the king, this person is allowed in the royal library. Your generosity knows no bounds, my liege. You're too kind. It's odd. Why the merry look on the Stewart face brings me great joy. Where did you learn how to read, Lord Stewart? From my dear mother. She was a great teacher. Since she wanted me to be a head steward like my father, she taught me how to read and count. And I'm very grateful for her for the knowledge that she has bestowed upon me. Your face brightens up when you're talking about your family. Oh? Does that bother you, my liege? Is my face upsetting to look at? Not at all. How can I be upset when your eyes are filled with love for your family? You must treasure them very much. Yes, I cherish them more than anything. Do you cherish your family as well, my liege? I doubt it. I think back to my mother and father, who are both busy ruling the kingdom and entertaining the aristocrats. Then my cousins, who are cold towards one another as they eye the throne to take for themselves.
I know you can't relate, Your Majesty.
Yeah, exactly. He can't relate. Life must be more simple to live as a peasant than a royal. Yeah, so he has no feelings towards any of his family. Not at all. A servant's life is not simple. It is filled with hardships and struggles. And it's because of those hardships that we grew to love one another. Then it appears that I will never understand the love. Oh, then it appears I will never understand love since I have never faced a peasant's hardship. You have never loved, my liege? No. Not even towards your friend? I have no friends whom I can trust nor love, only foes. Ah, I see. Sounds lonesome to live as a royal. It is. Is it? But I'm surrounded by servants at all times. I'm afraid that's not the same feeling. It's a shame that you have never loved, my liege. You're so young. Then I suggest you show me, Lord Steward. Show me how to love. Maybe then I'll understand.
You know what? The more we play, the less I hate him. Literally everyone in this game but the love interest are after him. I would turn out sadistic too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he kind of has to be like cold and on guard and have like sharp words to like deal with all these people, all these vipers in the grass. So it does make sense how he was like hunting out people to be loyal to him, like how he went in disguise, so to see how they would react to him without knowing he was a king. A blush spreads across the steward's face, all the way to his cheeks. I am no teacher, but I will attempt my very best, my liege. Good. Meet me this afternoon in our bedroom at, 9 o'clock. Thank you. Yay, we get to run around again. I hope we can go to all of them. Chapel. In the dark chapel stood the same young bishop behind a podium. He barely even passes a glance at me as he flips through the pages of the Holy Scriptures. Your Majesty, you have returned. So I have. You missed the Mass today. It makes me wonder if you are purposely coming to the chapel during certain hours to avoid worship. Who, me? Would I do a thing like that? Well, it would be odd for a king to attend Mass with the common people.
Now, he looks like he hasn't seen the sun. Okay, you have a point there.
Then why do you keep coming here, Your Majesty? This is the chapel where the commoners attend, unlike the royal cathedral. I came here to see you, Reverend Luther. But I am not a sight to behold. Yes, you are, boy. You're cute. There's nothing to gain from gazing at a plain man such as I. Plain? That is far from the truth. Lord Bishop, I find you to be quite charming. The clergyman's calm demeanor breaks as he shows me a scowl. I will not condone anyone calling a man of the Lord charming, even if it's from the king himself.
Look at him blush. Look at him blush.
We are holy. We are not to be the subject of enticement. I cannot help but laugh when the bishop raises his voice. He may try to act calm most of the time, but in truth he gets roused easily. May I ask why a man like you chose to become a bishop? Why would you want to know, Your Majesty? Answer me, for the king's word is absolute. So be it. I became a bishop because I have no other purpose in life. I can think of a few. Buddy. To be in this position at a young age, I assume you are a noble. Indeed I am. I'm the youngest son in my family. Since I was born, I was struck with misfortune. It seems that the heavens have given me a frail body, causing me to fall sick easily. This body hindered my abilities when I grew up. But my older brothers are more fortunate than I. They are born strong, and thus they are better than me in everything. Education, combat, and even when mingling with other nobles. I am nothing like them. I am weak. There is more to life than being wise and strong. It is not for a noble. You should know better as you are the king, your majesty. Had you been weak and foolish, King of Glass would not have never handed the crown to you. Perhaps. What he speaks of is the unfortunate truth. There's nothing else I can say. I envy my brothers, for my father loved them deeply. I feel inferior when I am with them. Unlike with my brothers, father showed me no love, for he had given up on me. He did not want to care for someone frail who often falls sick. At least he smiled at me when I became a priest, and later a bishop. I did not assume you were sickly, Lord Bishop. Since I've met you, you appear to me as though you're a bright young man. The heavens must have blessed me when I joined the church. It had been a while since I had fallen ill. I had heard that more illness comes with sorrow. Perhaps you're healthier because you're happier now. It could be because it does bring me joy to be a bishop. At least now I do not have to continue to live the life of a noble who is a failure. In the church, I am slowly removing the root of the envy that has grown in my heart with the power of the Holy Scriptures. I'm finally free. But it seems as though that makes me a noble who chose to run away to the church.
What if he had anger management and found the Lord to help with his tsundere flare-ups? Maybe he's part vampire and now he's out of the sun and has a big hood.
I mean, that could work. He's out of the sun, he has a hood, so the sun he ain't gonna catch him. You did not run away. Perhaps it is not within your fate to live as a noble. Both of them seem fine to me. Oh, I didn't put up a poll. Because he's like, maybe I ran away.
I think both of them are kind of okay. You say number 2?
Yeah, you know, perhaps it wasn't within his fate to be a noble. Maybe this is his calling. I believe so. Maybe I'm destined to be a bishop. Bishop Luther grows quiet as he gazes intently at me. Why do you not laugh at me, your majesty? You've not said anything comical. No, what I mean to say is, my brothers laugh at my weakness and inability often, so I wonder why you do not do the same.
He was meant to serve someone, just not the Lord.
I mean, we can offer him a position, you know. To laugh at someone who was born with a misfortune. I am a ruler, not a barbarian. Other noblemen often look at me with eyes filled with pity. Well, I do pity you. But not just you. I look down on everyone in this kingdom equally because I am the king and I am above the rest. You're quite particular, your majesty. I wonder why you continue talking to someone as insignificant as I. Because I find you charming. Have I not told you this already? Bishop Luther grows quiet as he somehow angrily turns his head away. Your Majesty, may I request that you do not visit me again?
You can request it. We're not going to guarantee we'll listen.
Why so? Because you always seem to stir various emotions within me.
Oh, he's blushing. Are you thinking? I think I know what emotions we're stirring up.
I take a few steps towards the clergyman till our faces are mere inches apart. Oh, look at it! Look at it! Look at it! The bishop pouts as I tilt his chin to make him face me. I will not leave just yet. It is a shame, Lord Bishop. It's so cute. I like that. It is a shame that you cannot give orders to the king himself. The bishop glares at me, which only makes the smile on my face even wider. The heavens made a mistake to give your... Oh, this is Bishop Luther. The heavens made a mistake to give your majesty a handsome face. So you do find me handsome? Not at all, he says, like a liar. You should leave now, your majesty. I am occupied with... With what? Something of importance. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The clergyman then turns his back to me, refusing to talk anymore. He was meant to be a sub. Changed my mind. He just mistook it for worship. I mean, I think he liked that. I think the things he has to deal with is, thinking pure thoughts to calm himself down. Alright, let's go visit my boy. Inside the guild, the merchants gather in a group as they talk to one another. I keep my ears open to hear what they have to say. Will I perhaps listen in on something interesting? My thoughts disperse the moment a man approaches me. You seem unfamiliar. Have you come to join the guild? No, that is not my intention. So are you here to buy goods? No. Then what brings you here? The cute little redhead in the back. Not wanting to be questioned further, I leave the merchant guild. Aw, was our boy not there? Aw. Aw. On the training grounds, I see the stoic knight training fiercely like always. The sounds of those swords clashing can be heard as the soldiers spar with one another. I watch Sir Siegfried and his opponents in their combat. The unusual, indifferent face of the knight changes as he furrows his brow during the fight. The battle comes to an end when Sir Siegfried manages to disarm the opponent. I approach the two and clap as I had thoroughly enjoyed watching the combat. The knight salutes as soon as he sets his eyes on me. Why didn't we see our merchant? No, we got raided, I think. Oh no! We better not have. Well, I'm glad we punished the people then. How dare you steal from my red-headed boy? God save you, your majesty. Well done, Sir Siegfried. You are victorious. You have fought very well. It is an honor to receive praise from you, my lord. He shows me gratitude, yet his expression remains stoic as ever. Tell me, what's on your mind? Are you really happy to receive praise from me? Yes. How can I believe that what you speak is the truth? Because I'm happy whenever you grace me with your presence, my lord. How can I not be when you saved me? You saved my broken heart. Tell me more about your broken heart. It had once belonged to a noblewoman. When I was a young lad, I used to smile. I smiled even more when I was in love. I cherished her with all my heart. But she never loved me the same way because I do not carry noble blood. Because I was lesser than her. Then she wasn't worth it, dude. So I fought my hardest to escape from the life of a peasant. I was fortunate enough to become a squire for the Duke of Farmond. Then I trained and went on to battle for years. All I yearned for was to become a knight so that my love would accept me. One day, I was finally knighted for my bravery, the countless soldiers I had fought, the scars I've gained from the battlefield. I thought that was all worthwhile. But during the time I was in war, My love had gotten married to the Duke of Farman. Oh man, talk about betrayal. What's the game's rating? Hang on. I don't think we have any, not safe for work scenes in this. Because the only, warnings are death and blood. Ooh, he got blood zoned. So bad. How should she wed the very duke I served? I felt as though the world was mocking me. Every day I would see her standing next to a noble whom I could never be. Why? Why did she hand her heart to a duke who was known to be violent? Why not I, a loyal knight? Because she only wanted power. Ever since then, my heart was filled with hatred. There was no longer any love within me. In this world that we live in, why does carrying noble blood define our happiness? Why must the peasants suffer? Are we not allowed to love whoever we want? Seeing how his hands begin to tremble, I grab his hand to hold it tight. I have nothing to say to you, for I do not know how you feel, but I do know you are in pain, so I offer you my comfort. The knight nods as his expression softens. Hatred consumed me each day while serving the Duke of Farman and his wife. But you saved me from that, your majesty. And no longer do I need to see their faces, which pains me. You gave me a new life here in this castle. You showed me that there can be good nobles. When I feel him squeeze my hand, it is as though he's conveying his pain to me. Forgive me for blundering my thoughts to you, my lord. Someone of my standing has no right to... There is no need to ask for forgiveness. I'm joyous to finally know the inner thoughts of my stoic knight. Just like today, I would like to tell you to tell me more about who you are in the future, Sir Siegfried. Yes, my lord. I am surprised you do not despise nor hold disdain towards me after telling you my story. She didn't hand her heart to him. He handed his wallet to her, though. Exactly. No, for I will not. I will not, for it is an honorable story. I commend you for your dedication and bravery. Those qualities are the reason why you are a fine knight. Though I do not think that woman whom you once loved has made a mistake. It would be an honor to be loved by someone with a strong dedication and will like you, Sir Siegfried. The knight stares into my eyes as if he's trying to peer into my soul. Why are you so kind to me, my lord? Because I want your loyalty, because I pity you. Okay, pity you is the worst answer. It's the worst freaking answer. Nobody wants to be pitied. I think that's the one. Because I want your loyalty, because I pity you. I kind of don't like either one of them. They could backfire so bad. I think we're gonna try to finish this chapter up today. Both of them could be such a bad answer. I don't like them. Because I pity you? Why are you so kind to me? Because I pity you. Or because I want your loyalty. Where's the third option? I don't know. I wish there was a third option. Both of them suck. Because I can be taken the wrong way. Ugh. Alright, closing the poll in 3, 2, 1. Okay, because I want your loyalty. You've already gained that since the day you saved me, my lord. Good. I take one of the swords on the training ground before pointing it at the knight. Will you spar with me, Sir Siegfried? My lord, what if you were to get hurt? I've trained with a sword since I was a child. Do not underestimate me. I can fight as well as a knight. But, spar with me. I mean, There, showing my knight no respect. Apparently not. But hey, I know a different way we can spar too. You know, on a little softer surface. Sorry, I've been reading the spicy parts of Dawn Maid lately. I have things on my mind. Yes, your majesty. Then the match begins. Our swords clash as the two of us strike our weapons against each other. Sir Siegfried plays the defensive as he blocks every strike I throw at him. Are you not attacking me? Yes, because I do not wish to hurt you, my lord. It is fine. Do your very best, Sir Siegfried. I do not want you to underestimate me. But... oh, look! Before I can finish the sentence, I manage to break through his defenses and point my blade right next to his neck. I warn you not to underestimate me. Yes, you are indeed strong, my lord. Even when I lightly graze a sword against his skin, the knight does not flinch. How stunning. Your expression remains the same even in this situation. It is because I'm taught not to fear no matter what. Even if I were to behead you right this instant, then I shall gladly hand over my life to you, my lord. Your valiant answers always seem to impress me. Is there anything that would faze you, Sir Siegfried? I do not think so. Then... what if I were to tell you that I want you to love me just as you had your old love? Fight with your other swords. Honestly, don't know who's top, so they need to duke it out. Yeah, they need to duke it out to establish dominance. Well, look at that. What if I were told you I want you to love me just as you had with your old love? Why does our king look so good here? He does. Look at that. That is a good combination, that dark hair with the red eyes. I want to be in your head from the time you wake up till the time you sleep. I want you to cherish me. More so, I want to feel your touch. Ah, we made him blush! The stoic expression on his face finally leaves as he gazes at me with wide eyes. My lord, is that truly what you request from me? Or do you jest? That is something for you to ponder about, Sir Siegfried. Seems like there's something that breaks his defenses after all. While laughing to myself, I throw the sword away as I leave the training grounds, and the blushing knight. Man, he's just trailing along a lot of, like, potential suitors, isn't he? Maybe we can have a harem. Alright, street. Yay, there he is! Are we just flirting with everyone? I feel like this is gonna turn to a yandere game real quick. We are just flirting with everyone. Out in the streets, I see a familiar merchant standing in front of his stall. He seems to be busy selling his goods. My lady, would you care to look at these beautiful pieces of jewelry? They are fitting for someone as gorgeous as... No? Then you're missing out on a fine product. Ah, kind sir, would you care to look at... No? Yet another refusal. I watch as a vendor takes drastic measures to get people's attention as he grabs their arms. Merchants remind me of hounds fighting to gobble their food. As I approach the trader, his eyes light up as he notices my presence. Instead of greeting the king formally with a bow, he grabs my hand. Your Grace! Finally, I shall reap profit for the day. How are you so sure I will purchase your goods? Because his Grace is rich. I shake my head as I let out a boisterous laugh at his straightforward statement. How is this man much more amusing than a court jester? Like I said, we need to bring him in as a court jester. But even if his Grace does not purchase my goods, it would bring me great joy to be talking to the king yet again. In fact, I've been waiting for our reunion. Oh? Once, during our meeting, you had said that the other merchants had presented you with gifts. So, I wanted to offer you a free gift as well to show my gratitude. I was about to take a drink with the lid still on here. How thoughtful of you to finally show respect to the king, Merchant Gerard. Oh! Of course it's a flower. Of course it's a free flower. Look at his face. He's just like, oh? I mean, what else were we expecting? Was he really going to give us something of profit? As I say this, the trader takes out a small wildflower from his pouch. Why are you presenting this filth to me? No! It is no filth, my lord. This here is my gift to you. A gift? Instead of the exquisite goods that you possess, you would rather give me a wildflower you picked from a nearby bush. Yes? Appalled by this outrageous gesture, it took everything in me not to burst out laughing. How bold of you, Merchant Gerard. Had it been my father or other men of power, they would have taken your head because of this absurd gift. Absurd? Is it? I thought about you when I selected this flower, Your Grace. It is white to represent Your Grace. When a flower wilted while I was waiting for you, I would select a new one each day, hoping for our reunion. He would pick a flower every day to wait on us? Merchant Gerard. Your words are strong, but you will not move me with your small wildflower. A shame.
Why are love interests looking like meme drawings, but the king is giving all this love? He's like... The king is actually very cute. I love his artwork. Like, whenever we're seeing them, he always has, like, the best pose. When I cackle at his expression, the merchant silently stares at me. Your Grace? Yes, Merchant Gerard? Had I given you an exquisite and rare gift, would your smile be greater than the one you have now? Who can say? Do you want to find out, Merchant Gerard? Your Grace, you are more particular than the foreign lands I've been to. How am I particular? I have never heard of a king who steps foot on the streets to meet a merchant like me so often. The same can be said for you. I've never heard of a merchant who dares swindle a king. Well, no nobles and aristocrats can escape my clutches. The trader lets out a hearty guffaw, showing pride in his art of persuasion. Why are you so desperate to sell your goods, Merchant Gerard? 'Cause he wants to eat, probably. Thus, the first love interest flirting with him. Yeah. That is the only one actually flirting with him. You seem well dressed enough that I assume you're wealthy. Yes, my father was a merchant, so he passed on his trade skills to me at a young age. I've journeyed across several lands and brought back many goods. Have sold many merchandise during my lifetime and acquired a good sum. You seem to enjoy being a merchant. That I do. I get to see the world and I get money. And I was told by my father to take no other job aside from being a merchant. Oh, why is that? Because I have no noble blood. Father did not want me to go through hardships as a peasant.
He wants me to live a lavish life as a merchant. But it's not so easy. Even if wealth may come up fast, most people in the kingdom despise us, for they see merchants taking a profit as sin. What about you, your grace? Do you also despise merchants? No, because they are important. No, because I receive gifts from them. Okay, we're going with the first one. I'm sorry. We are going with the first one on that one. I think traders are necessary for our kingdom to flourish. It pleases me to hear those words from your lips. I think the same as well. Only the rest of the people agree. If only the rest of the people agreed. Surely they will see the importance of the merchants one day. Sorry to ask this, but I keep on forgetting. Okay, where I got that game from? It's on itch.io. I can send you a link in a little bit, okay? Oh, hey, Peridot. Hi. Yeah, I'm still streaming. How was your day? Or how's your day so far? I wanted the second one, but fine, Pixel. Sorry. I've let you guys vote for the rest of them. I was taking that one. I can only hope. When I look at you, Merchant Gerard, I see you working no other job aside from being a trader. I do like selling goods and getting money. I love money. Yet there will never be enough money to satiate a man's greed. But lately, I think to myself that there is something I want more than money itself. What could a greedy man like you want more than money? You, your grace. Ah! That was smooth. That was smooth. I'm still at work, but doing all right, fixing emergencies. Oh no! I hope you get it all straightened out. It's got to be very hectic on you right now. You can do it! I appreciate you popping in for a second, but I'm rooting for you to get everything straightened out at work. Don't get too stressed out, okay? I jest. Do you? A lowly merchant such as I would never dream of being with the king. In the midst of a sentence, I give him a quick peck on the cheek! Yes! Yes! What? Did the king just... That is all for today. Farewell, Merchant Gerard. Till we meet again. Huh? Is that supposed to be a friendly greeting, or... As I walk away from the vendor, I cannot hide the grin on my face. I wonder what your words will be the next time we reunite, Merchant Gerard. I love this guy. He might be more shameless than the king. I think he is. That was pretty smooth, though. And then he quickly retracted because he's like, oh, crap, I'll get in trouble. But okay, that means we got... I think the morale only goes up when we answer the questions. Options. I do want to save. That was really smooth. It was really smooth. That was extremely smooth. Oh, wow! We've actually been streaming for almost 2.5 hours now. Wow. Oh, hey! I didn't even notice I had the comments active up there. Okay. Yay! I guess I did good. Okay. Never ending. He's no match for his highness. I'm tired. Yeah, it is quite late over there for you, isn't it, Ohilia? But I think we're gonna wrap up for today. Cause we did pretty good. That last chapter took a little bit of time, so if we would have went on, it'd be like quite a bit longer. But we're going to end here for today. Let me see. Options. Ooh, there's a gallery. Ah, look at our gallery. There's where the dad died. There's where he became king. There's him kissing our boot. Like, look how smooth he is. Look how smooth this merchant is. Wait, we only have 2 pages of gallery so far? Oh my gosh, so we still have quite a bit to go, huh? Look at them flirting. So, 12. We still have 18 pictures to unlock. So we're not even halfway done. We're not even freaking halfway done. So I'm guessing maybe it'll depend on what routes we pick, though, later. Alrighty. I think we'll probably wrap it up here for today. Yeah. We got a lot of cute little scenes, though, man. Our king was getting flirty this week. What was it? He gave so many of them, like, little kisses. That pre-CG is it. Which one? The newer one we got today? That one's cute. That's the first one with him. And then the other one... Wait, no, go back. This one. This one was really good. That's the one we got today. Look at that look. Look at that look. Okay, and our steward, we got this one. And did we get a second one with him today? Yeah, and we kissed him in front of everybody to change the rumors. And for our knight, we got this one when we were not telling him we were the king yet. And then we got this one today where they were sparring. And he ends up, what was it? He gave him a kiss, so he left him flustered. And then for our merchant, there's where we first met him. He was working his magic, flirting with us. And then he gave us a flower. He gave us a flower. I love the expression on the king right here, like him just looking at it like, oh. Why does our king look like hayseed from your eternity and her descendants? Not a spoiler. I don't know who hayseed is. I mean, he could. I could. Whenever, I'm gonna look it up later. Do they have similar, like, hair and eyes? Oh, we also got that one for our steward, too. He was helping us get dressed, and he was a little flustered. So, I feel like we have more opportunity to run in with the steward than we do the others, because the steward is literally at our castle. So's the knight, but he's outside. So, alright, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. I will see you guys next week to continue. We'll probably continue this one because I think we're all having fun with this one. Alright. I hope everybody had a fun time. And I'll see you guys next time.